Hi! Guess what we're doing today? We're doing minor scales. Are you excited? Very excited. Love minor scales almost as much as I love intervals. Okay, so remember, we built major scales before with the tone-tone, semitone pattern, and we made a whole circle of fifths, so we always knew what was sharp and flat in a major scale. Well, the minor scales are related to major scales, and I'm going to show you how. This is the C major scale, starting on C, and there are no sharps and flats in this scale, as we determined when we did our tone-tone, semitone pattern. If you take any major scale and you play the same notes, but you start not on the tonic, but on the submediant, the sixth note, then what you end up with is a minor scale. So I'll show you what it looks like, and then I'll show you what it sounds like, and then you can hear both the major and the minor, and then we'll talk about the circle of fifths. So the sixth note is 3, 4, 5, 6, this one. So we're going to start on A, and we're going to draw the same notes, no sharps and flats, all the way up to the next A. So now we have two scales. One is major, and this is a minor scale. Since it starts on A, we're going to call it A minor. And I will play both of these for you on the piano so that you can hear the difference. This is what the C major scale sounds like. And if I start on the sixth note, which is A, right here, this is what the A minor scale sounds like. Okay, so we heard what the C major scale sounds like and the A minor. We're going to do this again with a different key. This is G major, has one sharp in it. You'll remember from the circle of fifths, so you start on G, draw all the way up to the next G. To find the minor scale that is built on the same family of notes, we'll count up 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so that's an E. I'm going to start this one down here on this low E, just it's easier to write. And I will draw the same scale up to E. Now in G major, there's an F sharp. There is also an F sharp here because we need to use the same notes, they just don't start in the same place. So I will play the G major scale for you, and then I will play this one, which is called E minor, because it starts on E, and you can hear the similarities and differences. Okay, the second scale we did was G major, and it sounds like this. And the minor scale related to that started on the sixth note, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's E. And that's the E minor scale. Okay, so this is the circle of fifths, and on the outside are all the major keys. And what I have done is put the minor keys on the inside, but I'm going to explain to you how I did that. When we drew the C major scale on the other board, we did the corresponding minor scale, which started on the sixth note, which is A. C, D, E, F, G, A. So the corresponding scale with no sharps or flats is A minor. We also did G major on the first board, and the corresponding minor scale starting on the sixth note was E minor. So that's on the inside of the circle. They're in small letters to show that they are minor scales and not major. So you can notice a couple of things. From C to G is 5, C, D, E, F, G, which is how this whole circle is built. Also from A to E is 5, which makes sense. A, B, C, D, E. So you can start from A and you can count up 5 and go around and get all of these letters. E, F, G, A, B is 5. B, C, D, E, and F, they get you to F, but what you have to remember is that there are 3 sharps in this key, and they are Father Charles goes. So one of those is F, so this is actually F sharp. And that's why the C is sharp here, and the G is sharp, and the D is sharp, and the A is sharp, because in these keys, those notes are sharp. When you go to the left, you count down 5, just like you did when you were building the original circle. So 5 below A is D, and so on, and you can go all the way around the circle. The other way that you can do this is that you can count 3 semitones down from the major key. So 3 semitones lower than C is A. That's another way to do this if you want. So, and also just check your flats when you get around here. There are 5 flats in here, one of them is B, which is why this is B flat. And at the very bottom, everything is sharp here, and everything is sharp here, and this reminds me of a joke. What do you get when you throw a piano down a mine shaft? I'll give you a second to think. Do, 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 do. A flat minor. So now you know how to draw minor scales and how to put them on the circle of fifths.